Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, Loy Machedo, speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo? Think Personal Branding. Okay, um, I just happened to get these headlines which were constantly bombarding the news. This is about some Indian politician, Nupur Sharma, and apparently she said something to the people of Islam or Muslims, and it has become a furore. Almost like if you just type what did Nupur Sharma, or you just type, you can see the screen, Nupur Sharma, just type. She's everywhere. She's every single place. Okay, so all of a sudden she's become this viral thing. So I was wondering, what exactly did she say? Now I try to find out. The videos are not online. So, okay, now before I do speak to you on my views about what Nupur Sharma, the Indian politician, has said, I have to give you a disclaimer that this video may be offensive to some people. Some people may feel hurt, especially with my opinion. I give my opinion and I do not care whether you feel hurt or you don't feel hurt. I say it as it is. I like to call a spade a spade. So, if you're sensitive, whether you're Muslim, Hindu, Christian, whatever, if you're sensitive, please don't watch this video. You can dislike this video and just move on. However, if you'd like to engage in a debate, if you'd like to tell me where I'm wrong or where I'm right, I'd be more than happy to, read your comments. And remember, I do not delete or censor any comments. So having said that, this is my warning to you. If you're sensitive, don't watch the video. If you're not, let's go ahead. Okay. So I do not know who's Nupur Sharma. So when you check Wikipedia and you just click here, let's see, it opens up, and who's this? Wait, Nupur Sharma. Okay, Nupur Sharma, politician, Indian politician, former spokesperson of the BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party. In June 2022, that is just lately, she was suspended from the party due to her comments about the Islamic Prophet Muhammad and his wife, and the age of his third wife, Aisha. Okay, so she said something about Prophet Muhammad and about Aisha. Okay, now let's see her biography. She comes from an educated family. Many of them who are civil servants. Her mother is from Dehradun. Okay, she joined the Akhil Bharatiya some party. Okay, right wing student. So she has been in politics for quite some time. She won a presidentship of Students Union, and she was okay. So she's a very accomplished person in terms of education. She received her master's degree from the London School of Economics. Oh, wow, good. So we are talking of a highly educated, very smart, very sophisticated woman who deserves respect. Okay, she is not just one of those dumb politicians. Okay, then she became a worker for the BJP and is said to have worked with senior leaders like Arvind Pradha, Arun Jaitley, Amit Shah. Oh, Amit Shah is the right hand guy of Prime Minister Modi. Okay. In 2015, at the age of 30, she was given a ticket for contesting against Arvind Kejriwal of Aam Aadmi Party AEP. He is another very known politician in the Delhi Legislative Assembly. She lost by 31,000 votes. So she is a known person. She is very popular. She is educated. Okay. Now, and then she was appointed as the official spokesperson for BJP's Delhi unit under some Manoj Tiwari. In 2022, she was appointed as the national spokesperson for BJP under the presidentship of JP Nadda. Okay, so she is a highly accomplished person in terms of the political rankings for BJP. She is the national spokesperson. So for the whole of India, it's a big thing. I think national spokesperson means the whole of India. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so here it says the controversy. Now let's see what is the controversy. The controversy on 27th May 2022, that is just a few days ago, I think close to a week, 10 days, she participated in a debate on the Gayanva P mosque dispute. There's been a lot of BJP versus you know minorities. There's a lot. There's been a lot about Hindus versus Muslims. I've spoken about this, and yes, the BJP is playing a very smart strategy. That is just like Donald Trump, divide and rule. And given the fact that the majority of people who vote in India are Hindus, 80% or more, so if you keep the 80% happy, by default, you will win. And now, I'm not saying all Hindus kind of favor the BJP flavor of politics, but the majority. I have met a lot of Hindus and spoken to them who are not in favor of what BJP is doing, but then it's far and few. The majority, even the educated ones, I've met people who are abroad who support the BJP. I've met many people. So, and me personally, I feel Prime Minister Modi is a very, very strong leader, very strong. There is no leader apart from him who can actually lead India, to be very honest. I'm not a fan of some of his policies, and I've spoken about it, don't want to repeat it. But what he's doing is intelligent for him, smart for his party, and he's doing whatever it takes to win. Okay, that's the bottom line. Now, like every politician, there are some things you like, some things you do not like. So, one of the things which I really am not a very big fan of is how they are making Hinduism, they are politicizing the religion of Hinduism. Like lately in Al Jazeera, when I was on my business trip, I saw new singers who are saying India belongs to Hindus and Muslims go to Pakistan, and they are singing and they're showing the BJP party members and all that. So, what this is doing is creating the environment where people are feeling bold and they are ready to come forward and say uh, anti-Islamic stuff or, very pro-Hindu stuff, and they are being very bold about it. And not only that, they at which is okay, you want to support your religion, it's okay, but they're attacking a mosque. Like someone who's praying very quietly, they'll put saffron flags over there. When worshippers are going, they are pelting stones and all that. And I'm not saying that Muslims are innocent. There are also elements of unwanted elements from both the sides who are causing problems. So it's not just Hindus, it's not just Muslims, it's both the sides. And I have very explicitly told you that, and I've said this on my videos, that Islam by itself as a religion, it's a religion of conquest. It's a religion of conquering and attacking. It's very much like going to war. That is why you have these words like jihad and death to him who speaks against Allah. And this is all written in the Quran. The problem is there are few elements who take it very explicitly, and this causes a lot of harm. And yes, you have certain elements of Islam itself which I personally I don't like. Like for example, one man having four wives. Okay, and an old man can marry a very young girl, and especially in places like Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Muslim countries, which is a fact. They marry small children. You can Google search a Pakistani man who's 50-year-old, 60-year-old marrying a 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 11-year-old girl. In Afghanistan, it's very common. In these, Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, wherever these Muslim countries are there, they do this, and it's disgusting. Personally, according to me, it's very, very disgusting if a 50-year-old man gets married to a small underage girl. I find that horrendous, and it's a commonplace with Islam. Yes, it does happen in Hinduism, child marriage, but in child marriage, both are children. But here, you're talking of an old man or marrying a small girl. So I'm very much against all this. And then you have terrorist group like the ISIS and all that. Like it's only in Islam where they say Allah Akbar and they chop someone's head off. And why do they do that? Is because they're angry for a cartoon. They are angry for he insulted my prophet. He insulted my belief. So what is the answer? Chop, kill, throw stones. It's very violent. And let's not act like, oh, this is Islamophobic. No, it's a reality. It's very much a reality. Islam is one of those very few religions. I do not know if there's any other religion like that, where you're welcome to join, but if you leave, if you say I'm gay, I'm a homosexual, I don't believe in Allah, or you even draw a cartoon, they can actually kill you. actually kill you. And this is not me faking it. Tell me where I'm wrong. That's what I'm asking you. Okay. So that is why you have these problems. So I can understand why the Hindus are suddenly rallying up and yeah, trying to control the minorities. But then let's not forget, in Saudi, which is hardcore Muslim, hardcore Islam, they will not allow Hindus to preach their religion. They'll not allow Hindus to freely, pray to their gods. So in Saudi, they follow that standard. And all these Arab states, Arabs, they believe in Islam, they believe in Allah. It's only in UAE where they encourage, okay, you can have your temple, but in one corner, and UAE obviously wants to show itself as very liberal. That is why they are allowing these temples and all. Otherwise, it's a known fact, Arab Muslims look down on any other religion. Muslims per se, because uh, I can simply challenge you this. Go to any Muslim, ask him to publicly state God is, all gods are one. Let him say Hindu gods are same like Allah. Let him have a Hindu statue in a mosque. It is never going to happen. Never, never. And that is why, even though Hindus don't have a problem with any other gods, they always have a problem with the Arabic, that is the Muslim god, because you don't allow the same privilege for us. How can we allow the same privilege for you? Christians and Muslims kind of are more or less the same. That is why they don't have a problem with each other. But Hindus and Muslims will always have a problem. And Muslims per se have a problem in every country, in every part of the world. There is some problem with Muslims. Okay. Now, you once again, you can tell me if I'm wrong. Israel with Palestine, then Muslims with Muslims, Shia and Sunni. Then you're talking of USA versus, in USA itself, they have problems. In France, you have problems. Anywhere you go, Muslims always have, and it's not all the Muslims, it's the few, but the few can cause damage to quite a number. Okay. And then the majority of Muslims are like, they'll just keep quiet, watch, but they'll not say anything. So that also adds to it. So anyway, I don't want to harp about this. Let's focus on what she has done. Okay. So on 27th May 2022, Sharma participated in this debate where she commented that Islamic prophet Muhammad married a 6-year-old bride Aisha, this is what she said, and had sex with her when she was 9 years old. Now, very simple question. What did she say wrong? Is my question to you. What did Nupur Sharma say wrong? Once again, I'll read out what he said. On 27th May 2022, Sharma participated in a debate on the Gyanvapi mosque dispute, okay, whatever. She commented that Islamic prophet Muhammad married a 6-year-old bride Aisha. Islamic prophet Muhammad married a 6-year-old bride Aisha and had sex with her when she was age of 9. I don't understand what is wrong. Why? Very simple. Go to Wikipedia. Go check Aisha. Here is Aisha. Some traditional hadith sources state that Aisha was betrothed to Muhammad at the age of 6 or 7. Other sources say 9 with a small marriage ceremony, but both date and age of marriage and consumption to Muhammad in Medina as sources of controversy. Okay. So what did she say wrong? Let's look at the next one. Here, once again, this is from Muhammad's wives. Okay, it says here, Aisha was the only virgin he married. The majority of traditional sources say Aisha was betrothed to Muhammad at the age of 6 or 7. She stayed under her parents' home until 9, 10, according to some other Ibn Hashim. The marriage was consummated with Muhammad 53. So a 53-year-old man married a 6-year-old girl, which in today's day and age is unacceptable. If a 50-year-old man marries a 6-year-old baby, we call that man a pedophile. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. Here, this is not me attacking any religion. If a 50-year-old man marries a 6-year-old girl, the funny thing, I've spoken to many Malayalis who are Muslims. When I ask them this question, they don't answer it. They'll play around, they'll go left and right. I've done this even on Facebook. I've asked them, a 50-year-old man marrying a 6-year-old girl, is it right or wrong? They say, it depends on what context, which country are you talking, which particular incident. And then I explicitly ask it, Prophet Muhammad marrying Aisha at the age of 6, is that acceptable? Yes or no? He's saying, do you know the circumstance? They don't answer it explicitly because they know the next question I'm going to ask them, or some of them suspect. If I say, If I'm 45, I marry your 6-year-old daughter. I tell them that. I marry someone who's 6-year-old in your family, girl. Will you allow that? They say no. Would you find it permissible for me to have sex with a 9 or 10-year-old girl? As disgusting as this sounds, as uncomfortable as I feel saying it, they don't answer it. So when it is not okay to even talk about it, when we feel disgusted when a man even looks at a small baby girl, we get disgusted. How is it okay? Even today, I ask the same question to Muslims and they don't have an answer. How is it okay for you to worship a man who's 50 or whatever years old, 53, to marry and have sex with a small baby? So, Nupur Sharma, what did she say wrong? Forget all that, forget my opinion. What did Nupur Sharma say wrong? In fact, when I search, okay, this is CNN, India's ruling party suspends official over comments over Islam. See, let's be honest here. BJP has only suspended her because there's an international furor, and the furor is Qatar, Kuwait, Saudi. All of them have criticized India, and they don't want just for someone's comments in a debate. They want to ensure damage control. And Pakistan condemns Pakistan, and they should shut up. They are just idiots. Okay, I'm not talking the country. I'm not talking the people. I'm talking the politicians. They are bloody idiots. Oh, they are talking Islamophobia in India. They are not focusing on Hindu phobia. They are not focusing on Christian phobia. For them, when there is you know that Sri Lankan man who got killed for just falsely, they claim that he put a poster, a family man, they killed him. They didn't have any problems with that. They were watching and taking videos. I have that, they brutally murdered him. They didn't have a problem there. So shame on them. They need to shut up because they are bloody hypocrites. Then this is, what is this, News TV, who's Nupur Sharma, what did she say? Okay, so here also it seems that Muslim countries have strong condemnation. See, to be very honest with you, I know for a fact that BJP doesn't actually care. For them, their party mandate matters. For them, Hinduism matters as long as it is a religion for them. Most of them are Hindus. And yes, it is being used to further their agenda. That is why even someone who transports cows, if he's a Muslim, he gets beaten up and all that. So let's not act like that doesn't exist. So BJP suspending her is only for damage control. It's not that they felt bad. In fact, one of their comments that they said is, I'll tell you where. During the thousands of years of history of India, every religion has blossomed and flourished. India's constitution gives right to every citizen to practice his or her religion, to honor, blah blah blah. This is all diplomatic stuff. In fact, the BJP said, the BJP, this is Reuters, the Bharatiya Janata Party is also strongly against any ideology that insults or demeans any sect or religion. This is bullshit. Okay. Now, see, I'm being very fair and honest. BJP is saying that they don't demean any religion. I've spoken to so many people who support the BJP in my group, so many of them. They openly say, these are, they call them like Pakistanis. They don't address Indian Muslims as Muslims. They say, what, Khalistan and terrorist and Islam. They give it left, right, and center. So this is all bull. This is just for a public image, damage control. They're saying all this. The proof of it is they are allowing all these songs that speak against Islam. Muslims go to Pakistan and all that. They are okay with that. They are okay with suddenly finding Taj Mahal. Are there Hindu statues somewhere? Or this Qutub Minar, is it with Hindu statues? So I'm being very fair. This is all bullshit. Okay. And let's also keep in mind, Al Jazeera is Qatar. Okay, Al Jazeera is sponsored by Qatar. So obviously they would support everything got to do with Islam and everything got to do with Muslims. Okay, so I'm very much aware of that. And I'm also aware of, even in India, there are media and publications that support BJP and media and publications that do not, that are totally against BJP. So overall, what do I have to conclude when I see all this? Okay. The problem with Islam is, uh, you can't make fun of that religion. You can't make fun of their bad ideas. And if you do make fun, their response is Islamophobia, all that. But they will never address when someone is getting killed, murdered, chopped their head, or bombed, or all that. Jihad, Allah Akbar, and they explode. They don't criticize that, and they'll criticize, no, this is not what represents Islam. This is all they will say, but they will not go to the Muslim and argue with them because they themselves are afraid. So I see the double standards in Islam and Muslims, and I also see the double standards with the BJP, where I told you there was separate rule for Muslims in India and separate rules, engagement for Muslims and Islam abroad. Anyway, this is what I had to say. You tell me if I'm right or wrong. I would love to know your thoughts. And feel free to correct me where I'm wrong. Having said that, these are my views. I'm very interested to know yours. This is me signing off. You guys take care.